When it comes to buying silver, especially as a new investor, there's definitely pieces that are more popular than others. For me, I have an undoubtable favourite in my silver stack, and in this episode, I'm going to be talking through why this particular piece is my favourite bullion in my stack. Okay, welcome everyone, Future Investments here. Another video, another day, another opportunity for investing. And I'm feeling very good right now regarding my investments, and I'm still enjoying silver. Although I may not be stacking silver particularly much at all right now, I still love the silver that I have, and I'm very proud of it. So for that reason, I wanted to go back to the roots of my channel and actually talk about my very first and most important silver bar to me. That for me is without a doubt the Royal Mint's Una and the Lion 1 ounce silver bar. Stunning, isn't it? An absolutely beautiful design. It really does blow my mind. My only regret actually buying this is that I didn't buy more at the initial time when they were released, or at least when I started purchasing them. They've fetched a rather high premium now, and to pick one of these up, you're going to be looking at around £50 for a 1 ounce silver bar. Now that is some fair premium, isn't it? I mean, when you're talking about simply 1 ounce of silver, you can pick up quite simply much cheaper silver bars. Case in point, you could go out and get some lovely Perth Mint Dragon bars for probably what, £32-35, and I mean they're just as equally as nice, very, very popular, and they are in fact the same purity and weight of bullion. So sometimes it's hard to justify getting those premium pieces, isn't it? But I know a lot of you out there, and probably more than most, are actually almost a little bit more collectors of silver. A lot of people see silver as a little bit more of a consideration to being a collector than an investment. I think people kind of look to gold, like I've got some here, a 1/4 ounce Gold Britannia, capital gains tax exempt piece in the UK, as an investment, whereas maybe silver's looked a little bit more as more of a collection piece. There's no doubt an investment purpose in it. You can obviously preserve your wealth and hedge against that inflation. But let's be honest with ourselves. As investors, the pound signs are what matter. And if you're really looking to preserve your wealth and hedge against inflation, then the yellow metal is the right investment for you. Nonetheless, they say diversity is key, don't they? And I stand by that. I really do try and build a lot of diversification into my investment portfolio. So not only have I got the Royal Mint bars, Australian Perth Mint bars, but I've also got more premium bars as well, like this James Bond 007 No Time to Die bar. Really, really cool piece. And I actually made some great profits on this. It was released when Daniel Craig announced that he was doing his last film, No Time to Die, and I simply made an investment in them for the reasons being that I assumed that there could be some premiums on these later down the line, resembling the fact that it's Daniel Craig's very last film, and I thought that may be possibly desirable with collectors. So I guess you could say that although I've purchased silver over the years, and a lot of people, including myself actually, would consider me a generic weight bullion stacker, I've definitely made some investments over the years trying to consider if there is extra profits to be made. And for sure, I think it's worked. I mean, I did buy these No Time to Die bars for about £30 a piece, and now they're about £40 a bar. So yeah, it proves to be a nice little lucrative investment. But at the end of the day, if you're buying in relatively small quantities, I'm not sure what you're going to try and gain out of that. Maybe a few pound on your investment, which is great nonetheless. But I know seasoned investors, especially those on Wall Street and in the London stock markets, consider an investment return of 10% or more a good investment. So, you know, we're not maybe talking about 10% returns here on buying premium pieces. But for me, I love buying the really nice designs when it comes to silver. We know that silver is already very expensive in the United Kingdom. There's 20% VAT on your purchases, and there's some big fat premiums that the bullion dealers put on top to increase their profits. And I can understand that there are very small margins when it comes to selling precious metals, be it gold and silver. So normally they do have to sell in quantity to sort of build up those profits. Having said that, when it comes to premium pieces or proof coins, you can make much larger profits when they're graded and when they become desirable. But for me, this Una and the Lion 1 ounce silver bar is no doubt one of the favourite pieces in my precious metal stack. Well, it is, without a doubt, it's my favourite silver bar. It's got a little bit of homage to me because it was the first silver bar I ever bought, so I do have a little bit of a soft spot for them for that. I think it's just hard to argue the concept and the design when it comes to this. I mean, the mirrored finish and the brushed finish really complements each other well. It's very stoic, it's very British, and as a British person, I'm quite patriotic, and I feel like it represents Britain quite nicely in a silver bar. I think if I was asked to choose a bar that represents the United Kingdom in a silver bar, I'd probably pick the Una and the Lion because it's from the Royal Mint. It's a beautiful design. It's got the crown, it's got the jewels, it's got the lion, which represents the United Kingdom. And as we know, there's that saying that a lot of patriotic people like across the UK and America of when the eagle soars, the lion roars. And I very much love that myself. Of course, I have got lots of other favourite pieces in my stack, but without a doubt, Una is my favourite. And yeah, I've made a nice little bit of profit on them. I do wish I bought more, but you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing when it comes to investing. And I think I'll take it back to the earlier point where I said, you know, if you're really looking to preserve your wealth, hedge against that inflation, gold's got to be the one for you. You know, it's a bigger store of capital. It's a more secure store of capital. It's historically done better performances, and I think it's just the better investment. But like I said, diversification's key, and I do think it's important to keep investing fun. If it's not fun, then what's the point really? You know, I, as an investor, I love index funds, property, precious metals, commodities. I find them all very fun. And for me, that helps me make wiser and better investment decisions. But I would like to give some special mentions. For me personally, I think it's impossible to leave out my 1 kilogram silver at Britannia. This piece is a real showstopper. It's a kilo of silver bullion, and it is a beauty. I love the fact that it's a Britannia. It's capital gains tax exempt. It's definitely a showstopper when it comes to my precious metal stack. Hard to come by though in terms of justifying the price. We know that silver is already quite extortionate here in the United Kingdom. And I will be honest, I had to pay a hefty premium to get one of these. They do carry hefty premiums. So I would say be aware that it's not a short-term investment, like pretty much all precious metals. This is definitely a long-term investment because you need to recoup those premiums and VAT you've paid on this item. But nonetheless, I think it's still a great little investment. You know, I'm preserving a lot of capital in this one single coin. Let's be realistic, around £1,000. And, you know, I'm holding for 20 to 25 years. So I see this really looking after some of my capital. And obviously it's capital gains tax exempt, which is a great feeling as well. I like it. I think it's great for its purposes. But in terms of design, yes, the Britannia is lovely. The security features are hard to beat. It just doesn't really give me that same feeling as compared to when I start looking at my 1 ounce Una and a Lion bars. They just really have something special to them. But overall, you know, I love silver. I love investing. I have stopped right now purchasing silver. For me, I'm more focused on gold and building up other aspects of my investment portfolio. But that's not to say I don't believe in the future of silver. I do think it's undervalued right now, and I have big hopes for it going forward in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. This has been my favourite silver bar and a breakdown of some of my other silver purchases throughout my time. And yeah, let me know in the comment section what you thought of this episode. If you enjoyed the format, let me know also what your favourite silver is in your collection. I'd be really interested to know, and it'd be funny to see if there is more popular bars or coins out there that appear in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you all in the very next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Well, thank you for staying till the end of the episode. I really appreciate that. I know how valuable your time is. I wanted to give you the exclusive opportunity to consider becoming a premium future investor here on Future Investments. Not only do you get priority replies to your comments, but your YouTube channels get linked in every single video description. You also get exclusive and behind the scenes content. but you most importantly get automatic entry into gold and silver prize giveaways every single month. Coming up in this month's draw, which is only 2 days away, you get the opportunity to win this beautiful 1/1000th ounce New Hampshire Goldback and these handmade custom Tavex Bullion gloves, what I'm wearing right here as well. Very, very nice gloves, I must admit. Great for looking at and holding your precious metals. So for your chance to join and win these awesome prizes, click the link in the description below and join the channel membership for all of the awesome perks.